Okay, this video is just a quick update for people who are trying to build some of the alternate designs I showed in my two previous videos in multiplayer servers. So this will not affect single player at all, but there are a couple things that definitely need some updating for multiplayer servers. This also gives me an opportunity to kind of show off my new demo world that's available for download in all the video descriptions for all the station videos. And in this world, I have working models of kind of all the different types of station designs we've talked about so far. So you can download that and check it out. But the first thing I want to show you here is the new method of departure zones with the sort of V of track. And unfortunately, this method does not seem to work at all in multiplayer. It's a little hard to demonstrate, but I am actually right-clicking on this cart right now, and obviously I'm not hopping into it. So I'm not terribly surprised by this, because the whole reason this method works is sort of a positioning bug. So if multiplayer kind of handles positioning slightly differently from single player from what I've seen, so it's not terribly surprising that that doesn't work. The good news, however, is the original method I showed using the bumper cart does work fine in multiplayer, so you can certainly just use that method instead. Now, the next thing I want to show you, this is actually a good place to be demonstrating anyway, is with the new version of the arrival zone. And there is a small problem you may encounter that has a pretty simple solution. So what can happen is if we jump into the second cart, everything works fine. You can see this cart still gets nudged out, and off it goes to the Pez dispenser. However, when I jump out of the second cart, it can sort of get knocked out of position. Again, multiplayer seems to handle object collision slightly differently than single player, so it looks like half blocks can be sort of merged with minecarts. So what we want to do is just kind of change the orientation of that track, and then rather than use half blocks, we'll just use full blocks instead. So what I'll do to do that is just destroy the 2 blocks on the side, place a normal track piece so this track sort of realigns itself. Before it was facing an east-west direction, now it's facing a north-south direction. Then we can destroy that second track piece and just drop 2 full blocks instead of half blocks right there. So now this is facing into the 2 full blocks, and the cart will not merge with the 2 full blocks. So that should fix that problem, and it should work just the same otherwise. So we can test it out one more time here. Alright. So now when we jump into the second cart, you can see it doesn't get out of whack, and then this cart will still get sent off to the Pez dispenser correctly. So that's a pretty simple solution. Unfortunately, I have not been able to figure out a way to fix that, but like I say, the original method works just fine, so you can use that instead. So anyway, that's about it for this video. Hope this saves some people some frustration. And as always, if you have any more bugs to point out, or any questions, comments, just let me know. Thanks a lot.